Now that the doors are painted, it's time to put them back on. They seem to fit nicely, but to fully align them, you need to have all the seals installed. Just needed a slight adjustment. And on this printer the rear windows were heated, so time to plug them back in. This one is really annoying to get it in. I made a little mistake with these ones, those guides. I really recommend to install the lower one first before you install that locking bar. To avoid those rattling noises from the cables, I'm using a special soft cable tape. Aha. They look nice. And because this is one of the places where the sprinters really often rust, I think it has to do with this metal clip that rubs and breaks the paint. So I'm not taking any chances, that's why I'm using LED lights. I don't have to change those bulbs so often, so I'm going to glue them and seal them from the outside. I'm using some epoxy primer on the edges. And to connect that license plate holder, I'm installing rivet nuts. And of course stainless steel fasteners. And some sound deadening mat, so it doesn't rattle so much. On my Sprinter there was a handle installed from the factory. The small ones were the window heater. That's what I mean about taping, otherwise they will rattle. Actually now it's really hard to tell which is which, so I guess I have to leave it open and test it later. These are the door movement limiters, or how do you want to call them? And a little bit zinc primer on the bolt hole. Do the lights work? Wow, they are bright. Oh my god. is the fog light not working? Great. Oh. Now I need to align the holes and use really long rivets. Oh. This step panel that I had before, it had really bad cracks and bad damage on the edges, so I replaced it. For the side rail I'm using this type of double side tape instead the factory spongy one that usually sucks water into it. And now that the door is modified, I can finally use that dual wheel sprinter's side rail hinge. I guess now it's the time of the truth, so either it fits or not. Oh, if it doesn't, I'm really pissed off. I guess the rear one first. Now I don't have the window, it's maybe easier. Oh, okay. That's in the way. I have to take it off. It looks really close. Oh my god. I have to reinstall the step so the lower guide is also, or roller is also guided. Oh my god, I guess now it starts to touch, but this isn't in place. I will tighten some guides up and see what happens. It starts to be late, so I'm going home. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Before continuing with the sprinter, I decided to go have some time with my hobbies. And that leads to the question that I have got so many times. Many wanted to know for what for am I building this sprinter. I like extreme sports and that's why I have lots of hobbies. So I need to modify the sprinter so I can sleep in it, carry my kayak, my wakeboard, climbing equipment and also my bikes. And of course be capable in traveling to remote locations. So let's continue with the project. I'm going to use those nylon spacers under the side step. So this will lift it more up and have more clearance for the lower roller. When the door was closed, the front of the door was hanging too much out, so I have to do something about it. Even that it cleared the fender flare nicely. The hinges are now adjusted that they clear the fender flare. To get the door fit nicely to the body, I need to modify the step. Now I got the front end so deep as I can, and I will pull out the back end so the roller can have its maximum movement. To take off the load from the rollers, these guides keep the door in place when it's closed. And of course, tape the wire so it doesn't make any rattling noises. Fire ghost. Lines line up. Alright, now I want to know, is the center locking working? This one is wired up. What does that mean? This one locked. No. No. Now it should be closed. Yeah. Yeah, works. And open. Red light goes out. This opens. this one too. So the yellow one goes down, blue one goes up. And on the rear, it's yellow one goes down, blue goes up. So now this should be working. Open, close, open. Need to make sure that this one goes behind that lip like that, and then push forward. This is the locking mechanism that keeps the slide door in place when it's fully open. And now I'm going to reinstall the side window. I guess the easiest way to install it is by using a string that you put inside the seal and have a friend push the window against the frame and same time use the string, and when you pull the string it will pull the seal slip around the frame. And here it is. Finally doors are on the car and the windows and everything that goes to it. Just need some panel works done. I already done some of them, but we'll show you in the next episode. But yeah, I think that's enough for this one. I don't know, will I get it edited in this year or the next year, but anyways, thanks for watching and I hope to see you in the next time. And yeah, Happy New Year. Bye.